Daily News Afternoon Edition with me, Cameron Durgay, your true and faithful host. Don't know if you can tell, but I'm a little out of it right now. Just got back from dialysis. Made myself a nice liverwurst sandwich because I'm starving. I didn't get anything to eat this morning. And the only thing they give me at the dialysis clinic is some slightly chocolate flavored goop, high in protein. That's supposed to keep me going. It's not bad, but it is liquid and doesn't really do a whole lot to fill you up. Whereas a nice hearty liverwurst sandwich, say what you will about it, but it is filling.
It's 16 hours.
So part of it is probably, the fact that I haven't had anything to eat all day. Part of it is just the fact that I'm naturally tired these days, thanks to the red blood cell issues. And part of it is also the gabapentin that I took last night. It always makes me feel loopy. So I'm going to do this right quick and finish my sandwich and then take a nap. Because, hey, I can do that. So, on the good news front, heard back from the lawyer's office today. They're not going to take my case because they don't want to take my money for what should be a slam dunk. From what they're telling me, and from what the social worker at the clinic is telling me, simply the fact that I have end-stage renal disease will probably get me disability. So I need to make that phone call. That phone call will be made first thing in the morning, along with the phone call to get me on Medicare. Two reasons to get on Medicare. One is that after I think it's 32 months of dialysis, your primary insurance automatically takes a backseat to Medicare, so you need to have Medicare. The other reason being, pretty soon I'm not going to have primary insurance. Since I will not be working, they will not be paying for my insurance. That'll probably run out on the 1st of June. So, I'll be making a phone call to Social Security to get the Medicare going, as well as getting the disability going. I don't know how much I'm going to be getting on disability, but I somehow doubt it is exactly what I'm used to earning, because from what I understand, they don't give you 100% of what you were earning. So, the bad news is that I seem to have lost an inch somewhere. They measured me in my stocking feet at the clinic today because they wanted to get an accurate measurement of my height. Turns out I'm an inch shorter than I thought I was. So, that's the thing. Kind of depressing when you think about it. Oh man. Sandwich is a lot better than you think it would be, especially when you haven't had anything to eat all day. Haven't heard anything back from any of y'all about any research you might have done into how to get your donations into my bank account. So, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. I don't blame anybody here because, y'all got your lives and everything, and I was just kind of hoping that maybe somebody would know something. I'll look into it more this evening. It could be a time thing. I seem to think that when I started the the donation fund that had asked me when I wanted it to end, and I said the 1st of June. So if that's the case, and it won't flip over to my account until the 1st of June, then that's fine and dandy. I got enough food and cigarettes to last me until, for a few more days anyway. So I'm not too worried about it at all. Found out some so one of the things that happened today is that the care staff at the clinic, I say care staff in air quotes like that because I don't know what else to call them. They're good people, all of them. Everybody at the clinic is awesome. Well, except maybe one or two of the patients, but that's another story. But they, the three main ones came over and sat by me today, one at a time. First, the head nurse, or clinical care nurse. She came over and asked me some questions. Apparently, they're going to be doing a care plan for me at the beginning of this next month. So they come and ask you questions about this, that, and the other thing. The main one that concerned me was the social worker, Kara, sweet little girl. About 2 weeks from having a new baby, but she doesn't walk like it, act like it, whatever. She's one of those pregnant people that other pregnant people hate because she doesn't seem to be pregnant except for the bulge in her belly. But talked with her about the disability and about the Medicare. So she knows that that's going to be going on. And one of the other things that we talked about was my state of mind. Because one of the questions that she always asks is, how do you feel? Do you feel depressed? And if you feel depressed, is it clinical or is it situational? Well, in my case, it's situational. And yes, I often feel depressed. It seems that I have a depressed episode more and more often these days because I can't do the things that I used to do. I was telling her yesterday, I took a load of laundry down to the basement, I brought a load of laundry up to the basement, and when I got back up, I practically collapsed on the bedroom floor. I did dishes yesterday. Stood at the sink for about 10 minutes doing dishes. Maybe not even 10 minutes. Doesn't take that long to do dishes. And by the time I was done, I was exhausted. Who gets exhausted doing dishes? Seriously. Apparently, this guy. So, I was looking, as I was doing the dishes, I was looking out the lawn, thinking about the fact that I used to mow the lawn. It would take me maybe 20 minutes for the front yard, 30 minutes for the backyard. Got a push mower, one of those self-propelled push mowers. So basically all you gotta do is walk behind it and steer. It was great. I would put my earbuds in, crank up the tunes. It was like one of those moments of zen. Where nobody and nothing could bother you. I can't do that anymore. And yeah, that depresses the hell out of me. So, and no, the lawn doesn't need mowed. The landlord took care of that apparently. Great landlord I got. He is a businessman, but he has a heart. So, but yeah, that's why I get depressed. And I do. I get depressed. Hell, walking from the bus to the house and inside and letting the dog out was enough to make me sit here for 10 minutes taking deep breaths. So, and I wonder why it can't work. So it's the old disability train for me. Alright, that's fine. We can deal with it. We have to deal with it. There's no way about it. So, anyway, that's that. Made it home from the clinic okay. I'm fine. Like I said, I'm going to take a nap here in a little bit. And other than that, I don't think there's much going on. Now, I've asked you guys to give me ideas for things to talk about here on the broadcast. One of you has mentioned that, you know, other people in my situation might feel some solidarity just by my saying, hey, here I am. Yeah, I'm a sicko, and you can be a sicko too, and it's okay. Just, you know, basically by seeing my struggles and how I deal with them and whatnot, that they might get something out of that. Okay, cool. So I'll definitely make sure that we have a segment going forward about what's going on with my life with kidney failure. Somebody also mentioned that she would like to hear my take on Trump's tariffs. I can do a bit on that. Not a problem. I do have an opinion on those. And it may not be what you think it is. Who the hell knows? Anything else you guys want to hear about, let me know. And I'll try and do a segment on it. Excuse me. One thing about liquorwurst apparently is it makes you burp. Yes, the dog always gets a bit of what I'm eating. Not a lot. Because if I'm eating it, I like it. And therefore, I want it all. But he gets a bit. Big dummy. So anyway, that's all I can think of at the moment. As far as the you know, Cameron's health thing and how that's going, I'll probably do a long segment on how I got here. And as far as the Trump issue, I'll try to do that this evening. No promises, but I'll try to do that this evening. And the dog is barking at nothing again, because that's what he does. Bogey, shut up. There's nobody there. Nobody there. Nobody loves us. Everybody hates us. We might as well go eat worms. No, not a big worm fan. Alright, kids. Uncle Cameron is going to go take a nap. So this should be posted by 4:30 if we're lucky at all. Until later. Ciao.